How's it everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video you'll learn how I became a tax practitioner and how you can do the same. I've been a registered tax practitioner for 9 years with the South African Institute of Tax Practitioners, but it didn't really start out that way. You know, when I was in Mossel Bay, I worked my first job at Fence Incorporated and I wanted really to be a CA. And in my first few years, I discovered that the company wasn't a registered training company for CAs, and so I felt like I wasted a bit of time and that I wanted to make a shift towards tax, and I made that change after about 3 years. So when I made the change towards tax, I had to change the registered controlled body or the recognized controlled body first. So SICA is for CAs and the SA Institute of Tax Practitioners is to become a tax practitioner. So in order to be a tax practitioner, you have to choose your recognized controlled body first. That's why I had to change from SICA to SAT. And then I moved to Cape Town and started working in Cape Town, and I had about 5 years work experience. Now, in order to get membership with a recognized controlled body, you need at least to qualify either with an educational component, and there will also be an experience component. The experience component can usually be between 5 to 7 years, and the educational component is dependent on which level of membership you are going to need. The lowest form of membership will require maybe an NQF level 5, and the highest level of membership might require an NQF of level 6 or 7, or maybe even postgraduate. Then after I met the experience requirement, I've already had about 7 years experience. I then researched what the South African Institute of Tax Practitioners needed, and I saw, okay, I needed an NQF 5. I didn't have that at the time, but I was allowed to complete a test. And this was like a SARS assessment or a SAT assessment that allowed me to take the test. I did the test, passed, and then I got my tax practitioner number. So it's very important when you want to become a tax practitioner, you need to find out what is the minimum requirement of getting membership. That's the first point. The second point is how much experience you need for that particular membership category, and then what educational component. At this time, I have my NQF 5 in wealth management. I also hold a higher diploma in taxation along with, and I've been a member of SAT for 9 years. The final point about becoming a member of a recognized controlled body is that they are going to make application on your behalf to get your practitioner number. So SARS will issue the practitioner number, but they won't send it directly to you. That will be communicated with the RCB that you selected. So you'll get a notification from the RCB that you now have a tax practitioner number. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, you can click here to watch the next video. And if you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. Cheers.